Didn't see it coming, not in the way you smiled, not in the way your hands stayed soft but grew mild. You whispered I need space, but it sounded like goodbye. I watched you fade so slowly, like a cloud against the sky. I wanted to hold you close, but you slipped without a fight. Love shouldn't feel like this, but you left without a light. You made leaving look natural, like it was always meant to be. I gave you every heartbeat, you walked away silently. I tried to catch the pieces of a heart I thought was mine. You made leaving look natural, and I didn't see the sign. We built our dreams in whispers and held them like fragile glass. I thought love could survive anything, but it shattered fast. Your eyes didn't scream goodbye, they barely even spoke. I felt the space growing in every little joke. I clung to every moment while you faded into air. I wanted to understand, but you weren't anywhere there. You made leaving look natural, like the wind just changed its course. I gave you all my forever, you left without remorse. I stayed through every silence while you drifted from my view. Yeah, you made leaving look natural, like it's something you always knew. Maybe one day I'll forgive how easy you let go, but gentle can still hurt and quiet cut so slow. I remember the softness and the way you slipped away. You made leaving look natural, and I'm learning to stay. You made leaving look natural, like it's part of your design. I love like it was forever, you left like it was fine. I'll carry the memory of a heart I thought was true. You made leaving look natural, but I'll survive without you. I felt it in the quiet mornings, the way your touch wasn't the same. Your hand stayed soft and distant, like a candle losing flame. You smiled, but it wasn't steady. Your words were kind, but light. I kept hoping for closeness, but you were slipping out of sight. I tried to hold you, tried to stay, but you were ready to fight. Love can fade so silently before it leaves the night. You pulled away gently, like water slipping through my hands. You left without a storm, without warning, without plans. but it still broke me too. I noticed all the little changes, the pauses in your laugh, the careful way you lingered, then slowly didn't come back. I gave you all my presents, my heart wide open, true, but you retreated softly, like you always knew what to do. I kept asking, kept reaching, but the distance quietly grew. You loved in whispers, but left without a clue. You pulled away gently, like leaves falling from a tree. I tried to hold the season, but you were letting me be. I stayed in every moment while you drifted through. You pulled away gently, and I didn't know what to do. Maybe it's kinder this way than a loud bitter fight, but gentle can still hurt when it steals the light. I remember the softness and the love that almost stayed, even when it quietly slipped and walked away. You pulled away gently, and I watched without a word. I held on to the memory of a love I barely heard. I thought we could fight it, but your quiet made it true. You pulled away gently and left me missing you. Standing on the edge of something we could have been. Time it never held our hands, it slipped right through our skin. We were healing from a heartbreak, I was scared to try again. We kept saying maybe someday, but someday never came. Every look felt like a question neither one of us would ask. We let fear do all the talking and watch the future pass. We missed a moment by a breath, by a word, by all the feelings we were too afraid to blur. I felt it in the silence, every almost that we had. We missed a moment, and that's what hurt so bad. There were nights we almost said it, almost let the truth break free, but we chose the safer option of what if over we. I replay every memory like I can change the scene. If I had just been braver, if you had leaned into me, we were so close to something that could have changed our lives. We smiled through the cracks, kept pretending it was fine, held each other close while the walls began to unwind. The laughter hid the silence, the words we never said. We built a fragile castle on the dreams we both had fled. I saw the storm in your eyes, but we both looked away. Love shouldn't feel like this, but we let it decay. We were a quiet disaster, breaking softly in the night. I tried to hold the pieces while you drifted out of sight. We loved like it was normal, but everything was wrong. We were a quiet disaster, and it lasted far too long. I counted all the almost, the times you almost stayed, the way your hands hesitated before they pulled away. I gave my heart completely, hoping you'd meet me there. But love can't survive quietly when it's gasping for air. I kept trying to fix it, patch the cracks you left unseen, but a quiet disaster is louder than it seems. We were a quiet disaster, breaking softly in the night. I tried to hold the pieces while you drifted out of sight. We loved like it was normal, but everything was wrong. We were a quiet disaster, and it lasted far too long. Maybe we both knew it and stayed to feel the fall. Some hearts are beautiful, but too fragile to hold it all. Remember the quiet and the love that couldn't last, a gentle kind of chaos tied to a fragile past. We were a quiet disaster, fading softly, all undone. I gave all I could offer while you quietly ran. We loved like it wasn't enough, but it crumbled with the dawn. We were a quiet disaster, and now we're finally gone. Left words hanging in the air like commas that never found their end. Moments we almost said aloud, but never learned to defend. I memorized the silences, the pauses you couldn't fill. We were two hearts speaking softly, but never quite at will. I tried to finish your sentences while you drifted away. Love shouldn't feel incomplete, yet that's all we'd say. We were unfinished sentences, stories that never got told, hearts that wanted closeness but never found the hole. I gave my every word to you, but you left them in between. We were unfinished sentences, living in what might have been. I traced your lips in my memory, where confession should have landed. I tried to read between the lines, but the meaning kept expanding. We laughed at the almost, we cried at the near misses. Love became a puzzle made of half-formed kisses. I wanted full chapters, you kept leaving me in drafts. I stayed through the uncertainty while you slowly slipped past. We were unfinished sentences, moments that fell apart, pieces of love scattered across our fragile hearts. I gave my voice completely, hoping you'd reply. We were unfinished sentences that never learned to fly. Some love is meant to linger in the gaps we never fill, the echoes of words unsaid, the quiet of the still. I'll carry what we couldn't finish, the chapters we never wrote. But some stories aren't completed, even if we kept afloat. We were unfinished sentences, a love that lost its rhyme, hearts that almost reached it, but ran out of time. I tried to hold the meaning while you left it unseen. We were unfinished sentences, and now we're just between. You held my hand in crowded rooms, but let it go when it got hard. You said my name like it was safe, but kept your heart behind a guard. You gave me pieces of yourself, like that was all you had to give. I built a future in my head while you were learning how to leave. I felt the space inside your kiss, the distance in your touch. I kept convincing myself that halfway was enough. You loved me halfway, never all the way through. I was falling completely, you were unsure what to do. I gave you every part of me, no lines, no escape. You loved me halfway, and that's when my heart breaks. You'd show up when it was easy, disappear when it was deep. You liked the comfort of my arms, but not the promises to keep. I asked you where we were going, you said let's not define. But love without direction leaves one heart behind. I was ready for forever, you were ready just for now. I kept trying to hold us steady while you wouldn't show me how. You loved me halfway, never all the way through. I was building something certain, you were passing through. I gave you every truth I had, you gave what you could spare. You loved me halfway, like I wasn't fully there. Half love still feels like love until it starts to fade, until you realize you're alone. You said always like you meant it, like it was carved into the sky. I wrapped my whole world around it. Never thought to question why. You held me close in midnight, spoke about growing old, but morning came with distance, and your promises grew cold. I built my faith on every word you let fall from your lips, but forever shouldn't tremble at the slightest fingertips. You felt like false forever, like a dream I couldn't keep, like a vow made in the dark that daylight could ever repay. I gave you all my tomorrows, every hope I'd ever known. You felt like false forever. Now I'm standing here alone. We planned a life in whispers, picked out cities, named our kids. You swore that I was different, swore that this was it. But slowly you grew distant, started speaking less and we, and every time I asked you, you said it was just me. I tried to hold the future while you loosened up your grip. I didn't see the truth until it finally slipped. You felt like false forever, like a promise made of air, like a ring without a diamond, like love that wasn't there. I gave you every heartbeat, every fragile part of me. You felt like false forever, and now I finally see forever isn't fragile. It doesn't fade with doubt. It doesn't need convincing. I'm slowly bowing out. I mistook your comfort for something strong and sure. You felt like false forever, and I believed it all. I held on to a lifetime that was built to fall. Now I wait for something real, something steady, something true. You felt like false forever, and forever wasn't you. I called when you didn't reach out, stayed awake when you were gone. I gave my all without question, kept our love moving on. I noticed when you faltered, when your heart pulled away. I tried to fill every gap, but somehow it wasn't enough to stay. I wanted us steady, wanted us true, gave every piece of me to you. but love can't thrive alone. Even when every step is shown, I made effort constant. I gave him more than my share. I built bridges for your heart while yours was barely there. I stayed through every silence, through every push and shove. I made effort constant, but you never met me with love. I noticed the little things that I'll try that never came. The warmth that faded slowly, the way your love stayed tame. I tried to meet you halfway, kept my heart in your hands, but love is a two-way street, and I was walking all the spans. I tried to match your pace, to carry what you couldn't hold, but constant effort isn't enough when the other heart's gone cold. I made effort constant, kept the fire burning bright while you were fading softly into the shadows of the night. I gave all my patience, all my care, and all my trust. I made effort constant, but love alone is not enough. I learned to save my strength for hearts that wanna stay, for love that meets me halfway, not slowly drifts away. I gave what I could offer and gave it honestly, but constant effort is wasted when love won't meet me. If I made effort constant and still it wasn't enough, I carry more than my share, and it didn't make us tough. I'll keep my heart from breaking for the love that's truly true. I made effort constant, but it wasn't enough for you. I noticed when your good morning turned into just hate, when your kisses got shorter and your eyes looked away. I noticed how you held me like you were somewhere else, like loving me was something you were slowly shelving. You thought I didn't see it, the shift inside your chest, but love can read the silence better than the rest. I noticed everything, the space between your words, the way you stopped choosing me without saying it hurt. I felt the distance growing in every little thing. You thought I didn't see it, but I noticed everything. I noticed when you stopped asking how my day had been, when we'll be fine felt empty and forever wore thin. I counted every almost, every time you pulled away, every time I said it's nothing, just to make you stay. I kept pretending breaking only leaves you bruised. I noticed everything, the hesitation in your touch, the way you sigh before you'd say that I was thinking too much. I felt the ending forming long before it came. You thought I didn't see it, but I memorized the change. It's not dramatic endings that hurt the most in love. It's the quiet transformation you don't speak of. I would have faced the truth if you had let me in. I noticed everything, and still I chose to stay, hoping love would fix itself, hoping you wouldn't fade. Now I'm left with all the signs I tried to unsee. You thought I didn't notice, but it was breaking me. I thought I knew the rules of loving, but you rewrote them every day. One moment warm and certain, the next slipping far away. Your eyes said one thing, but your hands felt distant too. I tried to follow all your signs, but they never led me to you. I kept asking what we were. You laugh and say we'll see, but love shouldn't feel like guessing. It shouldn't feel like misery. You made love confusing, left me tangled in your lies. I gave you all my everything. You gave me alibis. I wanted simple, steady, true, but you blurred the lines between. You made love confusing, and I lost why the heart sings. I memorized every almost, every maybe that you said, every time you came too close, then quietly left instead. I built my heart around your love, even when it wavered and swayed. But love that shifts like shadows can't stay when daylight breaks. I wanted answers, wanted clear, but you thrived in the unknown. I was chasing certainty while you left me alone. You made love confusing, turned forever into maybe. I gave my all to something real. You gave a heart that's didn't see it coming. Not in the way you smiled, not in the way your hands stayed soft but grew mild. You whispered, I need space, but it sounded like goodbye. I watched you fade so slowly, like a cloud against the sky. I wanted to hold you close, but you slipped without a fight. Love shouldn't feel like this, but you left without a light. You made leaving look natural, like it was always meant to be. I gave you every heartbeat, you walked away silently. I tried to catch the pieces of a heart I thought was mine. You made leaving look natural, and I didn't see the sign. We built our dreams in whispers and held them like fragile glass. I thought love could survive anything, but it shattered fast. Your eyes didn't scream goodbye, they barely even spoke. I felt the space growing in every little joke. I clung to every moment while you faded into air. I wanted to understand, but you weren't anywhere there. You made leaving look natural, like the wind just changed its course. I gave you all my forever, you left without remorse. I stayed through every silence while you drifted from my view. Yeah, you made leaving look natural, like it's something you always knew. Maybe one day I'll forgive how easy you let go, but gentle can still hurt, and quiet cuts so slow. I remember the softness and the way you slipped away. You made leaving look natural, and I'm learning to stay. You made leaving look natural, like it's part of your design. I love like it was forever, you left like it was fine. I'll carry the memory of a heart I thought was true. You made leaving look natural, but I'll survive without you. I felt it in the quiet mornings, the way your touch wasn't the same. Your hand stayed soft and distant, like a candle losing flame. You smiled, but it wasn't steady. Your words were kind, but light. I kept hoping for closeness, but you were slipping out of sight. I tried to hold you, tried to stay, but you were ready to fight. Love can fade so silently before it leaves the night. You pulled away gently, like water slipping through my hands. You left without a storm, without warning, without plans. past all the little changes, the pauses in your laugh, the careful way you lingered, then slowly didn't come back. I gave you all my presents, my heart wide open, true, but you retreated softly, like you always knew what to do. I kept asking, kept reaching, but the distance quietly grew. You loved in whispers, but left without a clue. Can still hurt when it steals the light. I remember the softness and the love that almost stayed, even when it quietly slipped and walked away. You pulled away gently, and I watched without a word. I held on to the memory of a love I barely heard. I thought we could fight it, but your quiet made it true. You pulled away gently and left me missing you. Standing on the edge of something we could have been. Time it never held our hands, it slipped right through our skin. We were healing from a heartbreak, I was scared to try again. We kept saying maybe someday, but someday never came. Every look felt like a question neither one of us would ask. We let fear do all the talking and watch the future pass. We missed a moment by a breath, by a word, by all the feelings we were too afraid to blur. I felt it in the silence, every almost that we had. We missed a moment, and that's what hurts so bad. There were nights we almost said it, almost let the truth break free, but we chose the safer option of what if over we. I replay every memory like I can change the scene. If I had just been braver, if you had leaned into me, we were so close to something that could have changed our lives, but we let hesitation be the thief of time. We missed We smiled through the cracks, kept pretending it was fine, held each other close while the walls began to unwind. The laughter hid the silence, the words we never said. We built a fragile castle on the dreams we both had fled. I saw the storm in your eyes, but we both looked away. Love shouldn't feel like this, but we let it decay. We were a quiet disaster, breaking softly in the night. I tried to hold the pieces while you drifted out of sight. We loved like it was normal, but everything was wrong. We were a quiet disaster, and it lasted far too long. I counted all the almost, the times you almost stayed, the way your hands hesitated before they pulled away. I gave my heart completely, hoping you would meet me there. But love can't survive quietly when it's gasping for air. I kept trying to fix it, patch the cracks you left unseen, but a quiet disaster is louder than it seems. We were a quiet disaster, breaking softly in the night. I tried to hold the pieces while you drifted out of sight. We loved like it was normal, but everything was wrong. We were a quiet disaster, and it lasted far too long. Maybe we both knew it and stayed to feel the fall. Some hearts are beautiful, but too fragile to hold it all. Remember the quiet and the love that couldn't last, a gentle kind of chaos tied to a fragile past. We were a quiet disaster, fading softly all undone. I gave all I could offer while you quietly ran. We loved like it wasn't enough, but it crumbled with the dawn. We were a quiet disaster, and now we're finally gone. Left words hanging in the air like commas that never found their end. Moments we almost said aloud, but never learned to defend. I memorized the silences, the pauses you couldn't fill. We were two hearts speaking softly, but never quite at will. I tried to finish your sentences while you drifted away. Love shouldn't feel incomplete, yeah, that's all we'd say. We were unfinished sentences, stories that never got told, hearts that wanted closeness but never found the hole. I gave my every word to you, but you left them in between. We were unfinished sentences, living in what might have been. I traced your lips in my memory, where confessions should have landed. I tried to read between the lines, but the meaning kept expanding. We laughed at the almost, we cried at the near misses. Love became a puzzle made of half-formed kisses. I wanted full chapters, you kept leaving me in drafts. I stayed through the uncertainty while you slowly slid past. We were unfinished sentences, moments that fell apart, pieces of love scattered across our fragile hearts. I gave my voice completely, hoping you'd reply. We were unfinished sentences that never learned to fly. Some love is meant to linger in the gaps we never fill, the echoes of words unsaid, the quiet of the still. I'll carry what we couldn't finish, the chapters we never wrote. But some stories aren't completed, even if we kept afloat. We were unfinished sentences, a love that lost its rhyme, hearts that almost reached it, but ran out of time. I tried to hold the meaning while you left it unseen. We were unfinished sentences, and now we're just between. You held my hand in crowded rooms, but let it go when it got hard. You said my name like it was safe, but kept your heart behind a guard. You gave me pieces of yourself, like that was all you had to give. I built a future in my head while you were learning how to leave. I felt the space inside your kiss, the distance in your touch. I kept convincing myself that halfway was enough. You loved me halfway, never all the way through. I was falling completely, you were unsure what to do. I gave you every part of me, no lines, no escape. You loved me halfway, and that's when my heart breaks. You'd show up when it was easy, disappear when it was deep. You liked the comfort of my arms, but not the promises to keep. I asked you where we were going, you said let's not define, but love without direction leaves one heart behind. I was ready for forever, you were ready just for now. I kept trying to hold You said always like you meant it, like it was carved into the sky. I wrapped my whole world around it. Never thought to question why. You held me close in midnight, spoke about growing old, but morning came with distance, and your promises grew cold. I built my faith on every word you let fall from your lips, but forever shouldn't tremble at the slightest fingertips. You felt like false forever, like a dream I couldn't keep, like a vow made in the dark that daylight couldn't repay. I gave you all my tomorrows, every hope I'd ever known. You felt like false forever. Now I'm standing here alone. We planned a life in whispers, picked out cities, named our kids. You swore that I was different, swore that this was it. But slowly you grew distant, started speaking less and weak. And every time I asked you, you said it was just me. I tried to hold the future while you loosened up your grip. I didn't see the truth until it finally slipped. You felt like false forever, like a promise made of air, like a ring without a diamond, like love that wasn't there. I gave you every heartbeat, every fragile part of me. You felt like false forever, and now I finally see forever isn't fragile. It doesn't fade with doubt. It doesn't need convincing or slowly bowing out. I mistook your comfort for something strong and sure. You felt like false forever, and I believed it all. I held on to a lifetime that was built to fall. Now I wait for something real, something steady, something true. You felt like false forever, and forever wasn't you. I called when you didn't reach out, stayed awake when you were gone. I gave my all without question, kept our love moving on. I noticed when you faltered, when your heart pulled away. I tried to fill every gap, but somehow it wasn't enough to stay. I wanted us steady, wanted us true, gave every piece of me to you. effort constant. I gave her more than my share. I built bridges for your heart while yours was barely there. I stayed through every silence, through every push and shove. I made effort constant, but you never met me with love. I noticed the little things that I'll try that never came. The warmth that faded slowly, the way your love stayed tame. I tried to meet you halfway, kept my heart in your hands. But love is a two-way street, and I was walking all the spans. I tried to match your pace, to carry what you couldn't hold. But constant effort isn't enough when the other heart's gone cold. I made effort constant, kept the fire burning bright while you were fading softly into the shadows of the night. I gave all my patience, all my care, and all my trust. I made effort constant, but love alone is not enough. I learned to save my strength for hearts that wanna stay, for love that meets me halfway, not slowly drifts away. I gave what I could offer and gave it honestly, but constant effort is wasted when love won't meet me. If I made effort constant and still it wasn't enough, I carry more than my share, and it didn't make us tough. I'll keep my heart from breaking for the love that's truly true. I made effort constant, but it wasn't enough for you. I noticed when your good morning turned into just hey, when your kisses got shorter and your eyes looked away. I noticed how you held me like you were somewhere else, like loving me was something you were slowly shelving. You thought I didn't see it, the shift inside your chest, but love can read the silence better than the rest. I noticed everything, the space between your words, the way you stopped choosing me without saying it hurt. I felt the distance growing in every little thing. You thought I didn't see it, but I noticed everything. I noticed when you stopped asking how my day had been, when we'll be fine felt empty and forever wore thin. I counted every almost, every time you pulled away, every time I said it's nothing, just to make you stay. I kept pretending not to, so you wouldn't feel accused, but ignoring what is breaking but you rewrote them every day. One moment warm and certain, the next slipping far away. Your eyes said one thing, but your hands felt distant too. I tried to follow all your signs, but they never led me to you. I kept asking what we were. You laugh and say we'll see, but love shouldn't feel like guessing. It shouldn't feel like misery. You made love confusing, left me tangled in your lies. I gave you all my everything. You gave me alibis. I wanted simple, steady, true, but you blurred the lines between. You made love confusing, and I lost what the heart sees. I memorized every almost, every maybe that you said. Every time you came too close, then quietly left instead. I built my heart around your love, even when it wavered and swayed. But love that shifts like shadows can't stay when daylight breaks. I wanted answers, wanted clear, but you thrived in the unknown. I was chasing certainty while you left me alone. You made love confusing, turned forever into maybe. I gave my all to something real. You gave a heart that's straight. I wanted safety, wanted truth, but you blurred the lines between. You made love confusing, and I lost what I had seen. Oh, maybe one day I'll understand why love felt like a maze, why the heart that was with me kept vanishing in haze. I won't chase uncertainty or pretend it's love. I know you made love confusion, and I stayed too long. I gave my heart completely while yours was all